And we are back with a brand new edition. My name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. Hey, Taylor, bitch. I already know that sounds good to you, so go ahead and click that follow button. Also, I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time, so if you ever miss a live, don't even trip, buttercup. I put it on my tube of you. So there's that. So head on over there. While you're there on my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to watch my long ass lives and mute the volume. I don't really mute the volume. I don't really oh yes, I have a WhatsApp chat. I have a WhatsApp group. It's completely free right now. It is a community that is on fire. Hey, Angela, girlfriend. So go ahead and join the Facebook, the WhatsApp group. Hey, Miss Gawilla girl. Hey, Nadine. Join the WhatsApp community, and yeah. Oh, I also am about to release. I just put together the order form. Okay, but there we go, Chris. Jury duty is boring. It's the most boring job in the world. Which don't even get me started on my theory when it comes to jury duty. Well, hell, I'll tell you. Personally, I personally think that jury duty should be paid. I think it should be a job, a paid job, you know, where it's like some people do that as a career, because you don't even want to be in jury duty, let alone have your fate be in the hands of jury members that are donating their time and don't even want to fucking be there. And also don't know what they're even listening to anyway when these experts come on board. So yeah, that's my little theory when it comes to jury duty. So, you know, I'm always just like, hey, I think it's a joke, to be honest. I think, because my dad was on a jury, and he said, he goes, the second you get in there, he's like, the second you get in the room where they're supposed to decide your fate, it's all, what if this, what if that, what if this? It's all their opinions. Okay, those people are supposed to decide your fate? No, thank you. No, thank you. I think it should be a career. Yeah, that's my take on that shit. Anyway, in case you guys cared to know, hey Joe, I have an opinion about everything in my life. Look at my lunch today, guys, because I have a. Just kidding. We're not going to see how it goes. Hey, Marla. Okay, but I want you guys to understand a couple things when it comes to manifesting your SPs. Okay, I don't know how the fuck I have to tell you this all the time. Hey, Patriot. Hey, Dawn. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. Hey, Jesse. When it comes to like your life, okay, this is all for your life. This is all for bringing families back together. There's nothing that brings me, hey Christina, there's nothing that brings me more joy than seeing couples get back together, right? Because, well, most couples, should I say. Most couples get back together. But I will tell you, I made a video yesterday. Hey, Unapologetically Me. And it was all about commitment, because so many of you want commitment, and it's just like, it's not that hard to get commitment. Hey, Andrea. Thanks, girlfriend. I'm Katie. Love you. Hey, Lisa, I'm going to respond to your message. Of course he wants to talk relationship. Why wouldn't he? So, Angela, you're going to, right now, control that narrative. Like, I'm sorry, you want to talk about a relationship? You're so cute. We're in one, bitch. We're already in one. Like, that's how that conversation is gonna go. Like, we're in one. Let me tell you what the status of our situation is. Good. I love seeing all of you guys getting back together. Hey, Prabodana, I'm responding to you, bitch. But I love that. I love it. We're in control, okay? You're in control of everything. So, like, you should not accept anything in your reality that you don't like at all, right? So many of you want commitment, but here's the thing. You get commitment when you assume you're going to get commitment, Okay. You have to assume that they're committed to you because, why wouldn't you? Right? So many of you are wanting commitment, but wanting commitment and assuming commitment, hey, are two totally different things. If you keep wanting commitment, well, guess what? You're going to want commitment for a long time, because the only reason you would want commitment is because you're not sure they want to commit. The only reason why you want a relationship is because you're not sure they want one. Okay, so then a lot of you guys will ask them, like straight up, and then get your feelings hurt and your panties in a little bunch when they tell you what you don't want to hear. Well, that's because how many times I got to tell you, stop asking them shit. Stop asking them anything. You don't need to ask them a damn thing, right? I'm always telling you guys about arguing. There should be no reason you're arguing at all with your SP. For what? For what? I don't need to argue with mine. I don't need to argue with my boyfriend. Because in here, I'm in control, right? I'm in control of the way the conversation is going to go. Yeah, no, he's not. In fact, he puts up walls for everyone but you. He literally cannot imagine his life without you, Taylor. He puts up walls with everyone in his life except for you. If you know what I mean, bitch. I know you already know what I mean. He's got walls around every bedroom in his home. Except you, bitch. Friends influenced him to not be with me. He blocked me. What do I do? Asel. Hey, Morgan. Okay, Asel, because you're viewing his friends as influencing him. Okay, so if you view his friends as controlling him, as to be manipulative, as they don't like you, as they're influencing him, all of that stuff is, they have to, you do understand they have to continue to play their part in your reality. Okay, so they have to play their part for you, so they're going to continue to influence. Why would you want that shit? Right? And if they're going to end, but that's okay. That's okay, because this is where we leverage. We don't have time to override that assumption at the current second. Okay? But that's okay, because this is where we leverage. This is where you leverage the law and say, okay, so since his friends influence him, well, right now, his friends are influencing him to be with me. Right? They absolutely think his friends love me. They think I am perfect for him. And they tell him that every single fucking day, that I am perfect for him. Right? You have to do that. Okay. Especially when it comes to his friends, you don't have resistance towards his friends. Okay. So they conform rather quickly to whatever it is that you say. So you need to start right now telling a different goddamn story. Right? Telling a different story. Because why would his friends influence him to not be with you? What did you do? What did you do? Because my friends, the only reason why anybody would try, should I say, to influence me not to be with somebody is because they don't like that person, but they would only not like that person for a reason. Okay? We can't lie to ourselves when it comes to this. So what did you do? Why would they do that, right? And then why would he listen to them unless there was validity to some extent in what they said? Okay, which is fine. It's not a big deal. You just have to be honest with yourself so that you can adjust, okay? So that you can adjust things. So that therefore he unblocks you and contacts you and is begging for you to take him back right now. Yeah. In fact, he told his friends to mind their own goddamn business. I don't know why friends meddle in people's business like that. They need to get a life. Okay? They shouldn't be meddling in your business, but they are. So you have to make it work for you. Okay? So let's see here. Hey, kitty cat cat. Marla, let me take a look. Sister. Hey, Jari. We'll call you Jari. Yesterday he verbatim a lot of shit I manifest. Of course, that's the best part. That's always the best part. When they parrot back to you. I was talking to somebody this morning. It's always the best part when they parrot back your affirmations. That's where I tell you guys too, when it comes to gutter trash, why do you don't have to check shit? You don't ever have to check. There's no reason why you should be checking the 3D. There's no reason why you should be asking about gutter trash removal. Like, you shouldn't have to do any of that because you will automatically get confirmation. Okay, I was on the phone today with somebody who, that's exactly what happened. She didn't have to ask shit. He confirmed. In fact, he said, that's always the best part, is he was saying the exact same things that she was saying in her description of her. And how he felt about her and the whole bit. And guess what? He parroted it right on back to her. And she's like, oh. That's the best part. I think that's the funnest part, is you don't have to check. You guys can sit back and relax and just continue to do what you're doing, and then get some popcorn ready for when your honey bunny comes home and tells you every fucking thing that you're affirming for. And then you're like, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's the best part. That's the best part. Hey, glitter sparkles. I love that TikTok tries to coach me on these lives, guys. They try to coach me on the lives. Hey, Wendy, they said they like interacting with you. Invite them to join the fan club with a heart me. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Red, you're new here. Let's see. My girlfriend doesn't want the relationship because she doesn't trust me. What did you do, Red? What did you do? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter what you did. Either way it goes, it's not that she doesn't want a relationship with you, okay? Everyone is you pushed out. So what that means is not that they're a mirror of you, because that's fucking stupid, or everyone would treat you the same, right? It's not, that's where people get that confused, okay? Everyone is you pushed out is not them reflecting you. Because then everyone would treat you the exact same way, and that would be weird, you know. But everyone you pushed out is everyone in your reality is projecting what you think about them, what you assume to be true about them. You control their thoughts. So if you're not sure if she wants a relationship with you, guess what she's going to confirm? That she doesn't want a relationship with you. Okay. If you think that she has trust issues, right, or doesn't trust you because of something you did or whatever, then she has to reflect that back to you. But that's okay, because you can change that and be like, no, I'm the only one she trusts. Like, she completely trusts everything about me, right? She absolutely wants to be in a relationship with me right now, okay? You have to describe her. You have to describe your girlfriend in a way that that you want her to be for you, okay? So who do you want her to be for you? You want her to be loyal, committed, she completely trusting, like she has no trust issues. She's completely trusting. She knows I'm the perfect boyfriend. You know, she knows, and you have to see yourself as the perfect boyfriend. Because if you see, and tell yourself that, if you see yourself as the perfect boyfriend, she will reflect that back, where she will start treating you as the perfect boyfriend, and she will tell you that back to you, right? She'll parrot it back. So you can change all this around based on how you describe her. Okay, and then you can affirm for certain things when it comes to your relationship with her, like, oh, she absolutely wants a relationship with me. She's the perfect girlfriend. We have the best relationship. She wants a relationship with me right now, right? You can do that, and she will do a complete turnaround. But you can't react, okay? You cannot react to turnarounds. You may get hot and cold behavior at first, but you can't react, right? You can't react to that cold behavior. You have to persist in perfect girlfriend. No, she's the perfect girlfriend. She's the perfect girlfriend. She has no trust issues. She completely trusts me. You must persist in that version of her only. And then you will get, instead of hot and cold behavior, initially you'll start getting hot and steamy behavior. okay? Which is the key to any relationship, is how do you want her to see you and how do you see her, okay? That's the key to turning your situation around, okay? Because yeah, why wouldn't she? I could see a picture. I could see a picture. Why wouldn't she want you? Thanks, baby girl. Why wouldn't she want to be in a relationship with you? Okay, Aisel, I swore at my husband because he ignored me the entire day. And now he's off and on with me. Okay, Aisel. I'm going to guess you're new here. Okay? I'm going to guess you're new here. Here's the thing. First of all, why did you swear at him? Because you reacted. You reacted to him not talking to you for the entire day. Okay? And you're viewing it like he ignored you, okay? That you can't do that. You can't do that, okay? You can't do that. Ignoring you implies exactly that he has to continue to ignore you, okay? And then I'm willing to bank on the fact that you didn't sit there and let him go an entire day without talking to you. Because bitches don't do that. Oh, no, they don't. They cannot help themselves. Okay, so it's like, and so here's the problem. What he was doing is he's probably busy. Okay, he's probably busy doing whatever. He could have been fucking sleeping for all I give a shit. Okay, or cooking. He's probably busy doing something. You messaged him. He didn't reply back in the time that you deemed appropriate. So you messaged him again. Then he still didn't, now he didn't respond again. So then you messaged him again, and I'm willing to bank on the fact that every message you sent throughout the entire day escalated. So you have to look at it like this, okay? Is you have to put yourself, you all should be putting yourself in your SP's shoes, to be quite honest. How the fuck would you like that? Do you think in a million years I would respond to a message? I know my boyfriend certainly wouldn't, okay? He certainly, if I was up in his shit, just talking shit, do you think he's going to respond? No. For what? For what? You're practically, every hour that went by, you were practically encouraging him to not respond, to continue to not respond. Because who the hell would want to sit there and talk to somebody who clearly is upset and is talking shit? Not me. Not me. And like I said, my boyfriend, same with guys in general, they're not going to respond to that shit. They're not going to respond to that. You have to understand, most guys are not confrontational. Okay? Most of them are not. So if you want to sit there and talk shit, they're just going to be like, okay, fuck her. I'm not dealing with her right now. And that's childish adolescent behavior. Okay? Is to blow their shit up and then expecting them to all of a sudden be like, you know what, let me talk to her. No. What you did repeatedly is try to force the 3D. Okay, you cannot do that. You can't do that. So forcing the 3D and begging and pleading and asking questions and all that, you can't do that. It backfires 100% of the time, as you can fucking clearly see. It never works. So you repeatedly talking shit to them, it's like a repellent, right? It's just, they're like, not the shit, not my jam, okay? And so you encouraged him to not talk to you for an entire day. And then when he talked to you again, how did you expect that conversation to go? You know what I mean? Because clearly you escalated it, and then when he called you, you probably cussed his ass out, like you said, right? And were angry. But you caused all of this. You are causing all of this. All of this you caused, okay? Because you're sitting there. Yes, best creator, me too. You're sitting there and you are, Candy Cakes, tell his ass in his photo to text you on your phone, to text me on my phone. Or if he's still texting on social media, why don't you just, if he's, obviously you're talking, why don't you just fucking be like, yo, why don't you text me? I'm not on social media often, so just text me. Why don't you just tell us that's that? That's an easy fix. Okay. But back to you, Aisel. You have to stop reacting. You have to learn to shut the fuck up. All of you need to learn to shut the fuck up, right? Is sit there and be like, nope, he's busy right now, but he's going to text me any second. That's what you should have said. He's going to text me back right now. He would have texted you back. He would have definitely texted you back, but you didn't do that. And here, all you did, I'm having a good time with my admins because we had our happy hour. I didn't open it. I was busy. And that's my whole last boyfriend. I didn't mean anything by it. I could see what he had to say, right? And I forgot to respond. But so he just called me. A couple hours later, he just called my phone. Not that serious. It's not that serious, right? But you can't do that. You cannot have a bitch party in your fucking mind and then be upset that it backfired on you again. Okay, so if you want him back, you have to evolve. You have to do things differently. You have to sit there and say, okay, no, I'm not going to react verbally to him anymore. Doesn't matter if you get mad. Doesn't matter if you get sad. But that's where your affirmations come into play because you have to discipline yourself. You cannot bitch in here about your SP. You cannot complain about your SP. This motherfucker isn't texting me back. Why is he ignoring me? Why is he ignoring me? He literally, if you were telling yourself that he's ignoring you, you understand he literally could not text you back. He literally could not text you back because you control their thoughts 100% of the time. So what do you want to decide right now that he's thinking? Because you control their thoughts 100% of the time. So the more you kept saying, he's ignoring me, he's ignoring me, he's ignoring me, in his mind, I don't want to talk to her. So you can't do that. Instead, it's like, no, he calls me all day, every day. Like, Jesus Christ, the guy won't leave me alone. He goes an hour without texting or however long you thought was appropriate time. Then in your mind, no, he's busy. He'll just but he's going to text me back right now. He would have literally texted you back. But you sabotaged that for an entire day. And then here we are. Marlo. See what happens when you view people as being crazy? Oh man, Marlo. Oh man. Thank God that never happened to me. Who the fuck wants to talk to Crazy Town in their text messages? Or for them to call, for that matter. Nadine, what are you doing, bitch? What are you doing? Okay? None of you guys should be thinking about your SP being with other women, right? Or gutter trash, or forgetting about you. Huh? But I hope you just heard what I just told Aisel. You cannot do that because he literally has to forget about you. If that's going to be if that's your thought process there. So why would you want to view him? See, this is where I know, Nadine, you're not viewing him as perfect SP, as perfect boyfriend, because what perfect boyfriend forgets about you, wants to mess with other women and be with getter trash? Not mine. Not mine. So, and I know not yours. So why don't we stick to our description of SP? And focus on what you want to believe and not make up fucking stories in your mind. If you're ever going to make up any stories in your mind, it should be what you fucking want, what you want. Not what you don't want. Hey, you know, girlfriend. I told you, the crazy one works like a charm. Works like a charm. And they will always play their part. They will always play their part. They all aid in your manifestation flawlessly. whether they want to or not, whether they know what they're doing or not, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They aid in your manifestation. Perfect. That's why we leverage the law here. That's why we leverage the law. Yeah. Because it's like, well, if everyone's being pushed out, then how do I use that to my advantage? And be petty about it. Just saying. Just saying. It's me, Deanna. No, you do not need to write down your... It depends. You can. I had them in a notepad on my phone just to keep me in check. So I wrote them down. Yeah. But you don't have to. Like, it's not like if you don't write them down, they're not going to work type of situation. You know what I mean? So it's entirely up to you. Most people, though, they do write them down. They do. I feel so bad not being able to answer Annalisa, but I don't speak no hablo español. So if somebody wants to translate what she's saying, then I can talk to her, but I don't know. Or if you want to translate it, Annalisa, then I'd be happy to answer. As it happened to me, I just let go of resisting. That's right. That's right, Mindy. It's amazing. I'm worried that my messages aren't being received. You sent one today about Esprit about the same thing. So let me go ahead and respond to you because I got it in the top of my inbox. Oh yeah, Marlove, send it to me. I love a good. I love a good psycho message. I'm telling you guys, it's the best assumption to give any gutter trash. It's the best label to give gutter trash because they conform to that instantly. Although hers is taking it one step up a notch. I was having a loving scenario with my SP in my head that gives me positive feeling, a good thing. Yeah. Prevemeno. Yes. Having a loving scenario with your SP in your head is a fucking great thing. It's a great thing. Absolutely. Because it keeps your mind focused, right? And it doesn't matter. I won't put assumptions in your guys' head that don't benefit you. So it's like, if you're a visualizer, then leverage that, right? Leverage that. I mean, whether you're a visualizer, whether you can hear things, or you just affirm because you don't have to believe your affirmations, all of it will work. All of it will work. Just make sure throughout the day that you are staying focused on what it is that you want, right? But I think that's great to play a loving scene in your head. I tell people that is to pick one 5-second or 10-second scene and then just loop it, right? Just loop it is something that's loving and sweet. Oh, I have to tell you guys on a side note, just full disclaimer real quick, because I hold nothing back from you. You guys, if you're in my WhatsApp community by now, you're well aware of who my admins are, right? If you don't know, I'll tell you. Kamal, Mystical Willow, Tabitha, Glitter Sparkles, Serena, Unapologetically Me, and Chanel, aka Chanel. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. Yeah. They're women, okay? Let me just go there. All of my admins and my mods are women. Oh, and Bevy. I'm sorry, bitch. And Bevy. All of my admins and mods are women. So if you are approached again, because apparently he's going for round 2 now. If you have been approached again by somebody other than myself or my admins, which they would never do, if you're being approached by coaching from somebody else, I did send that person a cease and desist letter, a legal document asking for him to stop, but please bring it to my attention, okay? I love you guys and I respect you guys, and I definitely don't think any of you guys should have to deal with any of that. So I'm letting you guys know on the Tiki Talk, okay? Because he was served with a letter to stop doing shady shit. It's not how you run a business. It's not how you run a business. I would never approach you Saying, I would never approach you trying to get you to do coaching with me. I don't have to do that. If you know what I mean. I don't have to do that. And I'm very good at what I do. So why wouldn't you want coaching with me? Like, duh. Thanks, Cupcake. Like, duh. So anyway, on to what I was doing. SP said he broke up with Gutter Trash because he woke up strongly thinking. So if that means that the hoe has to exit the scene and go back to the dungeon she caught out of, that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay? So, and like I said, that person could literally be there all the way until you get your full manifestation. So fucking what? So what? I wouldn't worry about it. I didn't worry about it. So, you'll get confirmation. All of these people have gotten confirmation. They didn't have to ask for it. Hey, Brandy Bestie. They didn't have to ask for it, did they? Hey, Carl. Well, I got to respond to you, Carl. You've been patiently waiting. Oh, you lied about your financial status. Okay, Red. I knew some lie had to be there for them to have trust issues. That's okay. That's okay. She's over that shit. And she completely trusts you. She's completely forgotten all about it. She's completely over it. Right? And so you need to believe that. You need to see that she trusts you. Okay? As long as you think she doesn't trust you, she can't trust you. Okay? So you have to, because it's not her, it's you. So you have to, you control her thoughts 100% of the time. So right now, you're going to assume that she absolutely trusts you. Yeah, she only trusts you. Okay? Because she automatically will initiate that, where she will maybe talk and be like, you know what, I thought about it, it's not really a big deal. Of course. You know, or she may mention that she trusts you. Of course she does. Of course she does. You guys can turn anything around. There's nothing too, serious. Is having a loving, oh, okay. Oh, yes, Gigi. To answer your question, which I think I already did, but yes, we don't call them third parties around here because that implies equal playing ground. Nah, they're gutter trash. Okay. And so you send them back to the dumpster they crawled out of. Okay. So I'll give you a quick lowdown on how to get rid of gutter trash, because all you have to do, oh, I got it, Marla. Can't wait. All you have to do is literally, create the wedge. Okay. You have to create the wedge between SP and gutter trash. Okay. So I only have two hands. This is SP, gutter trash. This is you. Okay. So we want to leverage everyone as you pushed out to your advantage when it comes to gutter trash. Okay. So it's like, well, what do you want her to become? What do you want her to be? And so I personally like crazy. As you can see by the comments above, it works like a charm and it works fast. Okay. So you can think that that person's crazy. You can think she's a raging bitch and has anger issues, whatever you want. Right, something, but what you cannot view gutter trash as is controlling or manipulative. You cannot see her that way, because as long as you see her as controlling, even if it's very evident that that's what she's doing, you can't see her that way, because as long as you see her that way, he has to allow himself to get controlled and manipulated, because that's how you see her. Okay, so you can't see her as that way. So either way, I would go crazy. I like that one. Okay, so that's not who she is. That's not now who she must become, because she's everyone is you pushed out. Okay, so that's who she now becomes, crazy. And don't worry, you'll get confirmation quickly. So then now you affirm for gutter trash away. Okay, so now you want to create the wedge, right? So now she's crazy. Now you want to say things. What I said is, he can't stand her. He's disgusted by her. He wants nothing to do with her. They argue all day, every day, and he fucking hates her. That's what I said. Okay. So now you've created the wedge, because now she starts acting irrational because you think she's crazy. Okay. So now she starts acting irrational and you've built that wedge. Now he's started to not like her at all, right? He can't stand her. He's disgusted by her. He wants nothing to do with her. He'll parrot these affirmations back to you, by the way. You could say she's fucking annoying, like whatever. And he'll parrot it back to you, which is the fun part. And so now you've created the wedge. Now gutter trash is going to play her part perfectly in helping you in your manifestation, because she's going to do what you did, what every fucking body else does. Try to force the 3D. Okay, she's going to try to force the 3D, and she's going to push, and she's going to push. And as you know, by your own history, forcing the 3D does not work. Okay, all that does is push them away. So as she continues to force a 3D and push him away, you're also affirming for UNSP, and now he comes home to mama. Okay, but in order for him to come home to mama, and for the person that you want him to be to come home to you, you have to describe him differently. You have to see him as loving, loyal, faithful, committed, perfect boyfriend. Okay? And you have to see him only that way. And as long as you see him only that way, he will conform very quickly. Okay? And again, you won't have to check if gutter trash is gone, because you'll get confirmation automatically. Okay. You're manifesting my coworker. He's very sweet towards me now, but other 3 guys want to date me. It's not a bad problem. Thanks, Bridget. I'm manifesting my coworker. He's very sweet towards me now, but other guy. What happened? What did I do? Okay. So nothing happened. Okay. Nothing happened. But I mean, obviously you're a bad bitch. But also take a look at how you describe the 3 guys that want to date you. Okay. Compare descriptions. Say, okay, what do I know about my coworker? What do I actually know about him? How would I describe our relationship? How would you describe your relationship with your coworker? Okay. Who is he as a person? How would you describe him? Now, how would you describe the other 3 men that want to date you? Okay. Compare those descriptions. So, because you'll find that they're probably very similar. Okay. Your descriptions are probably very similar. They're nice guys, blah, 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 blah. Right. And so because of that, more than one guy conforms. Okay. Now, that doesn't matter. You can change it. So if you need, thanks, girly pop pop. That can change. So the way you would change this is by saying their name. Okay. So say your coworker's name in your affirmations. You don't have to say like his name in all your affirmations. Okay. But you can say like, we'll say his name's Brian. Brian is the easiest for me to manifest. Brian is obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's constant. See, I said his name in the beginning and then ran with my affirmations, okay, as he. But the subconscious mind now knows who you're referring to, okay? So therefore, then you'll see the coworker will start to conform, okay? So that's an easy fix. Hey, CC bestie. Yeah, you can. Candy cakes. Of course you can. Why? But you find yourself affirming for commitment, moving in together. Well, it depends. What are you affirming for when it comes to commitment? Okay, so basically it would be like, because then also ask yourself, what is commitment to you? Like, how would you define commitment? Is commitment in a relationship? Is commitment marriage? Right? Because to me, commitment is marriage, proposal, right? But having a committed, loyal, dedicated boyfriend is different, okay? So ask yourself what you're affirming for when it comes to that, and then persist in that, unless you're missing a step before the commitment part, okay? If you're a distance away from the commitment part, then you may want to add a step before commitment, too, okay? Let's see here. Okay, I've already answered that. Hey, Minjazz. Hey, Erica girl. Tati, what does it mean when I'm getting bored of manifesting? Well, Tati, you're always manifesting. So you mean when you find yourself getting bored of manifesting like your SP? I don't know what that would necessarily mean. What it means too is you're dropping the resistance, right? You're letting go of the pressure. Okay. If you're dropping the resistance, then that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It'll speed up. Okay. But I'd be manifesting other things at the same time. Right. So, because I don't think you're ever going to get bored of manifesting money. At least I'm not. So I would manifest other things at the same time so that you get more than just one thing, you know, because that's what I do. I manifest money. Why not? Who doesn't want money? And I ain't never going to get bored of that shit. Ever. My SP started doing that. If I found out if, okay. Hey, Bevy, love you, girl. Hey, Ashley. Oh, I already answered that. You. What should I do if my SP changed her number? I assume she lost it. What? Okay. Mouth closed, Kurt. What should you do if your SP changed her number? Well, I wouldn't assume she lost it, okay? Because if you assume she lost it, then you have jumped on a timeline. You've chosen a timeline where she can't find her number, okay? You've chosen a timeline where she can't find her number, which means she's never going to find her number until you start saying she's found it. Okay. When you say she's found her number, well, now you're on a timeline where she found her number. But it doesn't matter. This is exactly what happened to me. My SP changed, my boyfriend changed his number. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Affirm that they're always calling and texting you. They're always calling and texting you. Okay. She's always calling and texting me. She's constantly spending time with me. She'll do anything to be with me right now. Okay. Because always calling and texting implies exactly that. So all she has to do is call or text you. Okay. And give you her new number. Not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Right. So, that's what I would recommend you do, because that's exactly what happened to me. And, I affirmed regardless. I didn't even have his number, and I affirmed, and he gave me his number. He texted me his phone number. And that's how we got back in contact. Okay. So that doesn't matter. You don't have to worry. You could take that part out. Hey, Maricel girl. You could take that part out and don't focus on the fact that she changed her number. Instead, just affirm what you want for her to contact you. Okay. And she will. Whether she has to contact you on fucking on social media or by calling or texting you, she will with her new number. So be ready, since you don't know the number. Make sure your voicemail is not full. What do you mean? What do you do now? She's gone. Oh, candy cakes. When you get, and this is for all of you guys, when you get confirmation that gutter trash has gone back to the dumpster, you need to close the lid and let the dump truck take her out. Okay. So if you ever find yourself for even a second thinking about her, no. He hates her. She's gone away. He hates her. She's gone away. She's gone away. She's gone away. Okay. Keep her out of your reality, because it's very easy if you don't continue to affirm something like she's gone away or she doesn't exist. If you don't continue to do that, it's very easy for her to crawl back out of that dumpster. Okay, because you're keeping her in your reality. We don't want that. So the only way she's going to kindly exit your fucking reality is when you close the lid. And you do that by telling yourself, she's gone away. Nope, she's gone away. She's gone away. Okay, let's see. I hate it when I feel ignored or seen only on WhatsApp. So I'll just flip the story instead now. Yes, Maricel, flip the story, okay? Don't say you're ignored. okay? If you feel ignored, they have to, for all of you guys, if you feel ignored, they have to continue to ignore you. Okay, they must continue to ignore you because you feel ignored. Why would you do that? Because it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. This is why affirmations are designed to keep your thoughts in check, but it's not everything, because it's your entire inner conversations your entire inner conversations and so forth are also manifesting. Okay, other than what you're affirming. So if you're saying things like, I feel ignored, well, he has to continue to ignore you. So you can affirm all day long till you're blue in the fucking face that he's always calling and texting you. But he's not going to do that because you feel ignored. So you can't do that. I'm working through them, bitch. I'm working through them. Yes, that's right. Hey, look at Mo. Hey, Santos. RSPs feeling our affirmations no matter what, right? Yes, teddy bear. Your affirmations are, your SP does feel your affirmations. I wouldn't say he feels them, but he thinks them, okay? This keeps you in your mind. It's your thoughts, what you're affirming for are thoughts, right? Because you have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. So every affirmation is a thought. Okay. That's all it is every thought is an affirmation. And so if you view it that way, and we know that we control their thoughts. Okay. So when you affirm, it's a thought that they're receiving. So it's always their idea. It's not yours. Well, it's your idea, but it comes off as their idea. So in their mind, it's their idea. It's not yours, right? So they will start to show you that. They will start to just automatically start thinking about you, because you tell yourself, I'm all he ever thinks about. So therefore he will now automatically start thinking about you often, right? But that's also the key. Okay, this is where, that's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, there's also something that you guys need to think about is, while you're saying he is so obsessed with me, I'm all he ever thinks about, you need to ask yourself, this is why it's important for you to see yourself as the perfect person for that, right? As what's not working in my fucking bio? Shit, what's not working in my bio? But it's very, very important how you see yourself, okay? Do you see yourself as the perfect girlfriend, as the perfect boyfriend? You must see yourself as the perfect girlfriend or boyfriend. Because if you're affirming that you're all they ever think about, well, what do you want them to think about? What a bitch you are, how you're a fucking loser, how things ended. No. So instead, I'd be like, you don't want him to think that way. So give it a little bit more guidance, right? Instead of only saying maybe I'm all he ever thinks about, unless you know he has a good opinion about you. If you're not sure, then say, based on how you guys ended things, okay? Based on how you ended things, if you're not sure if he has a good opinion on you, then you instead want to say, all he can think about is being with me, right? And so therefore you're still all he can think about, but all he can think about is being with you. Okay. So therefore it's different. See what I'm saying? It's different than I'm all he ever thinks about, especially if you didn't end shit on a good note. You think he might be mad at you, right? That's not going to work very well. Okay. Because then we don't want that. If Mystical Willow, I'm not sure if she's at work, but if she can go into the system, or Chanel can go into the system under sites, the links are there, but they should work. They should work. Or if you just go to knockoutbabe.com, it should be there too. Oh, what doesn't include that? So that's where I would definitely remember that, okay? Is that the way they see you is important. Okay. But the only way you're going to control how they see you is how you see yourself. Okay. What you believe in when it comes to yourself. A lot of you guys should, in your descriptions of your SP, say that you're their only priority. You are their only priority. Because a lot of you that are in contact with your SP don't feel like a priority to them. Like an option. You know, like, oh, he comes like every once in a while to hang out. No. I am his only priority. Okay? Period. And don't worry. It doesn't matter if he has children, okay? It isn't like all of a sudden he's gonna snake on his children because you're the priority. No, that's not what that is implying, okay? So don't trip. Yeah, Sibo, I think you need that too, to be quite honest. I think you need, even though you have me manifesting for you, I do think you're going to need one-on-one because your situation is a bit unique, if you will. And not unique in a bad way, but I want you to keep your manifestation, okay? And there's that part. But you can help us figure out why we create the ignoring. Yeah, I could help you figure out why you create the ignoring, but I mean, you're only creating the ignoring because you're telling yourself that. Like you're assigning negative meaning to things, right? So it's like you can see, it's like you guys can see, I don't even know how you guys can see this, to be quite honest. Maybe I'm just not WhatsApp efficient. But you guys can sit there and see that they're online somehow. I don't know how. But you sit there and see that they're online on WhatsApp. But you're assigning negative meaning to that shit. So instead of just because remember, whatever you tell yourself is right. Okay. So instead you should just be like, oh yeah, he's on WhatsApp right now because he's going to text me because he's texting me. That's what you can tell yourself, right? There's a million reasons why people are on WhatsApp. It doesn't necessarily mean they're sitting there ignoring you, right? They can literally be on WhatsApp. Well, I'm on WhatsApp often, but I'm not ignoring anybody, you know? But I'll be like in the group. There's communities people are part of. There's all kinds of reasons why they're on WhatsApp. Doesn't necessarily, or maybe they're not even on what's fucking app at the time, but it just keeps showing that they're online, even though they're not at all. Okay, so you need to stop telling yourself that my boyfriend likes to fuck with my hair sometimes, and so it's all like in shambles today. So stop telling yourself that you're being ignored, because the more you tell yourself that, that's fucking stupid. That's stupid. Okay, we don't want to do that. Okay, you should only be all of you. Should only fucking be telling you, all of you should only be telling yourself, thanks Awaken Girl, what you fucking want to happen. If you know for one hot sec that I told you guys should go under the notion that every thought of yours manifests. So what the fuck do you want manifesting? Everything you fucking tell yourself is going to manifest. So what do you want to manifest? You want to manifest more distance between you and your fucking SP, or do you want to manifest them contacting you, right? So people will be like, how do you drop the resistance? Just know, just literally sit there and be like, no. I am not the exception to the rule because sorry, it's not like some people can manifest and other people cannot. That's not how that works. Everybody manifests. Your entire life is a manifestation, and we know this. So you have to start asking yourself, like right now, start being like, no, why do I have resistance to my SP? No, I want this motherfucker to conform. I want a relationship with him. So no, I'm going to decide right now that I'm completely dropping the bullshit. No, I'm going to persist in what I want, and I'm only going to focus my thoughts on what I want, and I'm going to persist on what I want only. I'm not going to waver from that shit. Because what's the point? What is the point? You don't need to be resistant. You don't need to be resisting and affirming, but thinking the opposite too. Questioning the shit. The more you guys question the shit, you're stalling your manifestations over and over and over and over and over again. All you're doing is stalling your manifestations every fucking time you question shit. So why would you rather spend time questioning if they're going to do something versus saying, no, they don't have a choice. He's doing it right now, period. I don't need to question shit. I ain't questioning a goddamn thing. For what? For what? I'm not going to assign negative meaning to shit. Not at all. Nothing but positive meaning, positive meaning, positive meaning, positive meaning. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Okay? Like literally, I have a weekly coaching call with a beautiful soul, and she's willing to play full out, she's willing to do. Okay. And because of that, she had a 3-hour text conversation with her SP last night, with her husband last night. The text conversations have been coming more frequently than before. The tonality of the text conversations has changed because she now describes him as the man, as her perfect husband, as the man she wants him to be. She assigns, thanks Awakened Girl, she assigns nothing but positive meaning to every fucking thing he does or doesn't do. She's willing to do whatever's necessary. And because of that, she's getting movement. A lot of movement. And what is that doing? Motivating her even more to keep going. That's not that difficult. You either want your shit or you don't. You either want your SP and you want to be with him and you want him to be perfect for you, or you don't. You either want them to call you and text you all fucking day long, or you don't. You either want them to come see you every freaking day or every weekend, or you don't. You either want them to want to be in a committed relationship with you, or you don't. What's your pleasure? Because if that means that all you have to do is shut the fuck up, discipline your mind, and don't react to shit, guess what? Then you'd get your shit. You'd get your shit quickly. You'd see them conforming because you would stop with the bullshit. Stop with the wavering over and over and over again and questioning everything that they're doing or not doing, making up bullshit fucking stories in your mind that don't serve you. Like if I was going to make up bullshit stories in my mind, then it would be like one big ass fantasy fucking land. That's what it would be. One big fantasy. All about what I want and how great our life is. Since you want to make up stories every day of what you think they might be doing today, why do you care if it doesn't benefit you? Why do you give a shit? I didn't sit there every day and wonder what he was doing. When I would see him walk out of his apartment, I didn't ask myself, I wonder where he's going. No. For what? For what? So I can get all in my head and assign negative meaning after negative meaning? No. I'd be like, oh, he's going to his cousin's today. Oh, he's going here today. Oh, he's going here. We weren't even fucking talking. But I had to see him every day. I had to see him all the time. And every time he would leave his home, I controlled the narrative. Every single fucking time. I told you, every time he would walk out with gutter trash, I told myself what I wanted to know. I didn't have confirmation of shit. And did I need to ask him? No. No, I didn't. Because I told myself what the fuck I wanted to tell myself. And then I could see him online on Instagram when he was out. And so guess what I did again? I told myself again what the fuck I wanted to tell myself. Did I need to ask him? No. For what? For what? No, because that means I don't know the answer. I already knew the answer because I gave myself the answer. I need to know shit. Yeah. According to my mind, that man went to Costco a lot. That man went to Costco all the damn time. Yeah. Anytime both of them left the home, oh, they're going to Costco. He needs the membership. That's what I fucking told myself. So discipline your fucking self. Tell yourself what you want to think, not what you think, not make up some bullshit about other women and wonder what he's doing today because he's ignoring my ass. That doesn't make any sense. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. But you need to get a grip. You all need to get one big giant grip. Now I'm going to go back to the questions before I fucking bitch at you later. Go, because it's coming. It's coming. But please, thank you, user and awaken, but please be honest in these comments here. Because that's the only way I can help you. Okay? It's the only way I can help you. But I'm going to bitch at you later because there is just, you guys, I hate seeing you guys get stuck in your own fucking victim ass mentality over and over and over again. But then claim in the same breath that you want what you want. No, you fucking don't. Because you would drop the victim bullshit. You would drop the victim mentality altogether. I'm going to have a carrot now. And don't judge me because I ate it with my finger. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Taylor, they're not going to ghost the children because you're his priority. Sorry, I have no time for you today. Fend for yourself because Taylor is my priority. I love that for you, Joe. I love that for you. Yes. Do you see these comments, guys? I told myself he's always spending time with me, and he had me over every day but one last week. It's just called discipline. It's called discipline. If you guys would discipline yourselves, guess what? Oh, yeah, Elle, I'm going to work on that today for the hypnosis session to be returned. I'll work on that today. I promise. Okay. Gish. Well, when you get when you get the manifest for me, if you were to get one-on-one coaching as well, it will include text support. Okay. So you wouldn't have to worry about that, or text coaching. So you wouldn't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to start checking in with you guys to give you updates. Okay. Since I know that's what you guys want so bad. Okay. So I will bring that back. So Gish, yeah, you can do manifest for me. And then if you want to do one-on-one so that we can spend time talking about, because it's important to spend time talking about your current situation. And then I tell you how to play your part, right? So that you have a clear roadmap, and then I get busy. Okay. But it comes with text coaching too. So I can go ahead and keep in the loop. Plus I want to hear from you, feedback, anything that's going on your side of things. Okay. And then of course, as you're getting progress, that's always important. Okay. Okay. We have a great time in person, go on dates, but online, he just texts about his day, not ask about mine. Okay. What is this? Millie. We'll call you Millie. He said we have a great time in person. We go on dates, but online he just texts about his day. Doesn't ask about mine. Well, now he does. Now he does. He is constantly communicating with you. Like he literally cannot stop talking to me. He asks me about my day every single day. Okay. You need to, yeah, Desiree, well, you need to know you're in control, okay? So you're having a great time, and he texts you about his day, so start telling him about yours. Like, oh, that's good. My day was great too, or this is what I did with my day, right? train him like a dog. Okay? To, if you will, to, basically you want to kind of guide that, because if he's telling you about your day, right, and now you're creating the assumption that he's always communicates everything with me, like he tells me everything, he's always asking about my day, like, you know, he puts my needs before his, whatever you want to say, is then start training that conversation. So when he tells you about his day, tell him about yours. Then tomorrow when he tells you about his day, say, that's awesome, I'm glad you had a great day, and then tell him about yours. And then the next day, do the same thing over and over and over again. Before you know it, he'll start asking about your day. Right? You don't, now that is not something you need to verbalize to the guy, okay? Please don't do that. Okay, because that would be forcing the 3D, is you don't need to verbalize, like, how come you don't ask me about my day? Blah, 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 right? No, just start telling him about your day, right? It's kind of like a lot of you guys want to, a lot of you guys will like want him to like take you out on your birthday, and then you'll be upset because he didn't. But my eyelash hurts here, but in case you care to know. But, but they need a little training, okay? Thanks, MKD girl. Like, here's the thing. Like, my boyfriend does not have to wonder when my birthday is. Oh, no. It would be damn near impossible for him to forget when my birthday is. Because I talk about it all the time, right? So a lot of you guys, same thing. It's like, you don't have to be like, did you remember my birthday? Or do you remember my birthday? Instead, you just be like, yep, I'm so excited because my birthday's coming up next week. My birthday's next Tuesday, so I'm super excited. No, now they remember your birthday. Because a lot of guys just aren't, unless it's a specific day or they have in their calendar, aren't like Johnny Rockets when it comes to dates. When, you know what I mean? Like, they're not. Usually it's the woman who remembers the anniversary of your dating anniversary. Usually it's the woman, it's not the guy. Or you could literally be like, yeah, usually it's the guy, 100%, or the girl, 100% of the time. And so you're sitting around waiting for him to celebrate a dating anniversary, and he's like, when is that again? I've been trying to. If you just message me about wanting me to manifest for you, the link is in my bio. I've been trying to manifest my SP for days now. I was blocked on one platform. Now I'm blocked on another, and I'm really spiraling. Okay. The reason why you're spiraling is because you're checking. Okay? You're checking. Like I tell people, it's not like TikTok notifies your ass that you've been blocked. Okay? Instagram definitely doesn't notify you that you've been blocked. The only way you know this is because you're creeping. You're creeping. Okay? So here's where a lot of you guys, here's where a lot of you guys go wrong, is you have to know how to play the spy game better. Okay? You have to know how to play the game. Okay? So if you want to creep on their profiles, you know what you should be doing? You should block their ass. Therefore, they don't know you creeped on their profile. Okay? Because they can't see that you're looking at their stories because you blocked them. Okay? So, but you guys don't do that. You guys don't do that. So instead, you creep on their page, start liking their shit, or, you know, to try and get their attention. Like you don't, like they're fucking stupid or some shit. You know they know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. You're trying to get their attention. They know that. That's desperate energy. Okay, that's desperate energy. And so because of that, he's like, and he can see, and they can see who the fuck likes their shit. Okay, so they can also see who views their shit. So when you want to sit there and wonder why, that's exactly why. Because you're viewing their stuff, acting like they're oblivious to seeing you view their shit. And so then they're like, oh, block her ass. Oh, God, block her ass. Oh, God, she's doing it now on this one, too. Fucking block her ass. That's typically what's happening. Because your spy game's flawed. So that's what you have to do. But I'm dead ass serious. Anyway, but back to you, Pa. That's what you're doing, which is why you got blocked. You're forcing the 3D, okay? You're forcing the 3D, you're forcing the 3D, you're forcing the 3D. If you all are fucking creeping on your SP's profiles and you're liking their shit, trying to get their attention, stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's literally what gets you guys blocked, okay? Because it screams desperate energy. They know exactly why you're liking their shit. They're not fucking stupid, okay? So they know that. So you got to play the game better, okay? Let's up the ante. But also, stop saying you're trying to manifest your SP, okay? It's something that you just do, okay? But you haven't been manifesting your SP for days because you wouldn't be checking shit, okay? You're checking the 3D for confirmation that it's working. The 3D automatically confirms everything all the time. You'll automatically get confirmation over and over and over again. So there's really nothing for you to check at all. So you need to stop. I literally was going to say, so you need to stop checking. And then their gish was saying, stop checking. You know, you need to stop checking. Stop checking. Okay. And again, this is where you come into play. If you're checking their shit, then how do you control yourself? You affirm. Don't even touch their fucking profile until you begin affirming. And then while you're on their profile, I don't give a shit what you see. Affirm, 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 affirm. Get out of profile. Okay? Because it controls your thoughts. Your subconscious mind doesn't know what you just looked at. Doesn't matter if you're pissed off. Doesn't matter if you're crying. Affirm, 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 affirm. Right through it. Okay? If you're sad, affirm through it. Pa, you are wavering a lot. Your emotions are not a big deal. But you have SP here and you are here. No, 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 no. You need to be here and SP here. That's what gets people to pursue you. That's what gets people to chase you. So go back, and I want you to be the person that you were when you met the man. When you met that man, who were you? Why did he pursue you? Because every one of you are pursued. Okay, so what was it about them? Why did they pursue you? Okay, and go back to that version of you, the one who's chased, the one who's pursued. And then I would have to know what your affirmations are, okay? Because if you're affirming to be unblocked, that's a fucking waste of time. Just saying. It's a waste of time. Yes, you can, Nadine. And it's going to be much more efficient for us moving forward. So you're going to get, because I feel so bad, especially when it comes to you, bitch. But you're going to get timely responses. But something tells me, though, that even though we're moving to like the system where, so all your tech support, all the text coaching will be in one place, because I have help now. Something tells me, Nadine, that I'm still going to have to go into your texting once a week and check your ass. I mean, we'll be talking more than that. But something tells me when it comes to you, bitch, that I'm going to have to check your ass. Yeah, you need to, Pa. I mean, there's no reason, I tell you guys, there's no reason you should be spiraling. Absolutely none. Absolutely no reason. Instead, you should leverage that time. Why do you guys like to waste time? Why? For what? Like, would I rather wait, same amount of time, same amount of effort, would I rather waste that time spiraling in my thoughts, or I could take the hour long I spent spiraling in my thoughts and think thoughts against that. Think about what I want. Affirm. Do something else. Affirm is what I would do, especially if you're spiraling, and affirm out loud. Say them out loud, because you cannot speak and think at the same time. Go ahead. Try it. You can't do it. So therefore, your thoughts don't spiral if you're speaking. I don't give a fuck. You don't even have to affirm while you're speaking. Just fucking talk to yourself, for Christ's sakes. We all do it. It's cool. There's no judgment here. Have a whole conversation with yourself out loud. Okay? Because therefore it turns the thoughts off temporarily. Okay? It quiets the noise in your mind. There should be no reason you're spiraling, because if you would affirm through the emotion, because the only reason you spiral in your thoughts is because your thoughts are aligning with the emotion. Okay? So you're crying, and now you're having nothing but sad, depressing ass thoughts. Okay? They're aligning together. That's what's causing you to spiral. So instead, allow yourself to feel the emotion and affirm right through it. Affirm right through that shit. Because it's the same amount of time. It's the same amount of effort. So what am I say here and dwell and self-loathe in a pity fucking party when I could affirm instead? That's what I'd rather do. That's what I'd rather do. Because that just don't make no damn sense. That doesn't make any sense why I would choose to do that shit instead. It's both happening now and already happened in the past. Vanessa, I don't know what you mean by that. Is it okay to say my manifestation is both happening now and already happened in the past? Oh, so you would say something like, so you can say, like, let's say, you could say, we've always been together implies you never broke up. Okay, we've always been together. Okay, we've always had the perfect relationship implies you've never had any problems in your relationship. You guys might want to put that in your rampage. Okay, we've always had the perfect relationship, because therefore that means you never had any issues. Okay, you can always say, like, I'm the only one he's ever loved. That implies past and current. Okay, I'm the only one he's ever loved. That means exactly that. He's never loved anyone but you. You can even say that one. He's never loved anyone but me, right? All of those things, yes. And then you can have, that's a good point. You can have one like that saying, we've always had the perfect relationship, no problems, right? But then you can also affirm for both, you could also have affirmations that imply things are happening now. Yes. Just make sure that you're not wording affirmations to imply things are happening in said future, because there is no future. Okay? Like, he's going to do this is, unless you put right now at the end of it, like, or he wants this, no, that's not good enough. Okay? So definitely don't future tense anything. The future. I hope you guys do know that, in case you guys are new, is there is no future. There's only the point of now. Just like in 1 minute from now, it will be now. Tomorrow, when you wake up, it will be now. Today, okay? You make plans for the future, but when the date of that plan comes, guess what it is? It's today. Same reason he left me, I keep saying he was with another woman. Yeah, who the fuck wants to do that? You guys kill me with creating gutter trash. Like, who wants to do that and say, yeah, he's with another woman? Not me, unless it's confirmed. Okay? But again, I would do certain things. And then I would do certain things. It's just my personality, put myself in situations. And then in the beginning, when I was doing law of attraction shit, is I would question things, right? And then it would confirm, yes, you're right, there's gutter trash. Oh. you know, because I questioned what that friendship was really like, right? And it was, I did not dwell on it at all. But it confirms, right? This is why I don't like law of attraction, because they don't tell you that shit either. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Jade. Okay, we're going to get to doing the energy cord cutting in a moment, in un momento. But let me just get caught up on this shit. Okay, Jen, we have an appointment on Friday. Is there any way we can move it to Wednesday? Possibly, but let me write that shit down. I'm very short. Okay, Jenna, please hold. Move to Wednesday. Oh, Jenna, you're here too in SoCal, right? I think you are here in SoCal. So, off the top of my head, if you could do 7 a.m. It's 7 or 8 a.m. I have to look and see, because I have a call that I'm canceling on that day. So, but it's early in the morning. It'd be like 7 a.m. So let me know if you can do that shit. Okay, when do we know when you started manifest for me and we did other me if we didn't the other stuff? The perfectly imperfect me. Can you send me a message? Like, you should have my phone number. Can you send me a texty, because let's jump on a quick call. Okay. Okay, Christina, what's here? Okay. Yeah, sure. You found out that your SP has a girlfriend. You mean you found out yesterday that your SP has gutter trash? Okay. You are the girlfriend, not gutter trash. It was a shock because I've been persisting. It really hurts. I'm not going to tell you it shouldn't hurt. That's fucking stupid. That's stupid advice, right? You're human, okay? So I get that. I get that things hurt, okay? But at some point you questioned, okay? You may have only done it once. Like I say, a lot of things manifest because you only said or thought about it one fucking time, but you didn't flip it, okay? So that's why I don't like when people say you don't have to flip your thoughts. Yes, you fucking do. Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, you do. But you probably at one point in time questioned if he was talking to somebody else, okay? Even if it was only a momentary thought one time. Like, I wonder if there's somebody else. Why isn't he talking to me? Is there somebody else? And then it was confirmed that there's gutter trash. How the hell you found that out? Creeping on the profile, are we? But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Christina. Do what I said to do to eliminate the gutter trash. They will play their part. She will play her part perfectly. But what you cannot do is view gutter trash as the girlfriend. No, absolutely not. You can't do that, because now you view the gutter trash as competition. As competition. You can't view her as that. You have to view her, that's why we call them gutter trash around here. You have to view them as exactly that. Nothing. Lower than the low, okay? Because it benefits you in your manifestation if you're viewing, and you also cannot view the gutter trash as the reason you are not with your SP, okay? Because you will keep her right on there. She's not going a damn place if that's how you view it. You can't do that. So instead, you need to say, no, this is my reality. This is my reality. So I'm going to take control of it. I'm going to create, I told you how to do this, create the wedge between gutter trash and SP. This gutter trash, this is SP. Give her, this is where we leverage the law of assumption, right? Is everyone is you pushed out. What do you want to assume to be true about her? What is there something that he literally can't stand in a woman? What irks him, right? She's crazy. She has anger issues, whatever you want to say about her, okay? She's jealous. of me. That's a good one too, by the way. And then you affirm for the wedge. Okay, so you can affirm that he can't stand her. He's disgusted by her. He wants nothing to do with her. They argue all day, every day. In fact, he hates her ass. Okay, so you've given her an identity. And she must play that part in your movie because this is your reality. She must play her part. So now she's unstable and creating problems in their paradise. And you're affirming, so the wedge has been created, okay? That's all you have to do is create the wedge. Gutter trash will play her part perfectly. She's constantly aiding in your manifestation, even if she doesn't realize it. She helps you, okay? Because she's going to do exactly what you did to try and save your relationship. Force the 3D. We all know that doesn't work, okay? So the wedge has been created. Now she's forcing the 3D. Pushing him away, just like you did. You're your own confirmation on that one, okay? And then now you're affirming and thinking about your SP as the perfect boyfriend because you have to see him as the perfect boyfriend. And so you're affirming for you and SP to keep your thoughts in check and choop, comes on home to mama. That's how that works. Okay, but don't worry about her. You cannot worry about her, okay? Because like I was telling other people is you cannot... Okay, kitty cat. You cannot worry about, you cannot view them as being the reason you're not together because it's very much a possibility. Like gutter trash can exit the picture at any time during your relationship development, if you will, right? So it's like, let's say you're a no contact and you're affirming and seeing him as perfect boyfriend because that's the most important part of the whole thing. Okay. And so now you see him as perfect boyfriend and you're affirming for you and SP. Now let's say he gets in contact with you, right? He starts talking to you every day. Cool. You don't need to question if gutter trash is still around. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Don't worry about it. Okay. And then let's say now you're talking all the time. Now he's coming to spend time with you again. You again do not ever ask him. You do not need to wonder if gutter trash is still there. You do not need to ask him, nothing. Don't worry about him. Now let's say you're seeing each other all the time and you're affirming for a relationship and now you guys start talking about being in a relationship. Again, you don't have to mention her, okay? Because you know what's going to happen? They're going to go away. Whatever has to happen for you to get your manifestation, she cannot stop it. So whatever has to happen is exactly what's going to happen for you to get what you want. If that means that she has to leave, because she can very much be there. This is where you don't have to worry about the how, okay? She can very much be there all the way up until your full manifestation. Whatever has to happen for you to get your full manifestation is exactly what's going to happen, okay? In fact, gutter trash could very much be the reason you get your full manifestation. That's the fun part. That's the good part. Hey, Donna, girlfriend. Okay, that's the good part, is they very much aid in it. They help you, and then they play their part perfectly, and they may very well be there. Thanks, Georgie. They may very well be there all the way up until you get your full manifestation, and they could very much be the reason you get it. Who cares? That's the fun part. Is that they help you in your manifestation. And it doesn't matter if some of you guys want to know, what if they know about manifesting? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Because let's be quite honest, okay? Yes, gonna lock it in. Okay, because let's be quite honest. Even if they do know about manifestation, they're probably buying into the whole law of attraction bullshit. Okay, so you ain't got shit to worry about. For starters, if they're watching law of attraction, you definitely don't have anything to worry about. Second of all, you don't have to worry about it anyway because this is your reality. They have their own reality, but a lot of people, as you can clearly see, lack the discipline. A lot of people lack the discipline. Okay, and they spiral, they waver, they're constantly checking the 3D for confirmation and doing all that shit. You guys know, well, thank you, Patriot. You guys do know that every time you check the 3D, like, that's basically like wavering. Well, I mean, that is wavering, but you're checking the 3D is saying it's not fucking here yet. Okay? It's not here yet. Let me check the 3D. Let me look for validation. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, because all that does is fuck you up. Every time it fucks you up. It's like going into a gun range and wanting to be the target and not the shooter. That's literally what that's like. Okay? Because that was the stupidest analogy, but you get where I'm going with this, okay? Is you're literally asking yourself to be triggered, and because you lack the discipline. So it's like every time I'm checking the 3D, it's like, for fucking what? I can do that, right? I can do that. I can check the 3D. I'm sure Ellie in the 4D can check the 3D too. You know why? Because we're disciplined. We're disciplined. Shit doesn't bother us. We know how to, we have, some discipline, and we know exactly how to handle it. So it's not really that big of a deal. But you, on the other hand, don't. You're not there yet, and that's okay. That's okay. You're not there yet, but until you are, why trigger yourself? Why continue to trigger and fuck you up and fuck you up and fuck you up? For what? For what? Because all that does is, look at it like every time I'm going to check the 3. And it's not true, but you need to like literally sit there and be like, every time I check the 3D, it's like I'm putting one big giant target on my back. It's going to get me into victim mentality, because you don't have the discipline. You don't have the discipline yet. But as you get that discipline and it grows and you start to see movement, that will all start to dissipate. Okay? You won't start to feel like you need to check anymore, because there's nothing to check. For what? Like, I keep telling you guys this, I don't even know why you're checking, because there is nothing to fucking check. There's nothing to check. You will 100% of the time get confirmation. You don't even need to check. For what? You don't need to check. You'll constantly get the confirmation over and over and over again. It's like, why the fuck do you need to check if you got a text? Why? You guys need to just start being. You guys just need to start being in your manifestation and say, no, this is my reality. I'm going to get a grip, and I'm going to start getting control over myself. And I'm going to get what I want. And I get it when I want it. And nothing is going to stop me. That needs to be your attitude. Right now. Right now. Okay? Now, we are going to get ready to do the exercise. Let's get some pump the muscles. I'm just kidding. We're going to get ready to do the cord cutting and the photo method, okay? So while you guys go get your photos of your SP out, and so I will go ahead and introduce myself to those that are new here, okay? My name is Jen. I am your manifestation bestie. Excuse me, that was rude. I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I already know that sounds good to you, so go ahead and click that follow button. Okay, also, if you are interested in having me manifest for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me to figure out, to talk about your current situation, figure out where you're going wrong so we can get your stuff right, then go ahead, and all the links are in the bio, okay? Also, if you want to join our free WhatsApp community, it is free right now because I hadn't moved to pay yet. Go ahead and also click the link in the bio so that you can get into the free community. You can get motivated by all the movement that's happening and all the success stories people got going on, okay? And I bet you sometimes. And I'm going to get back on my daily reminders. Oh, and I got to make those rant videos. Oh, shit. Let me write that down too. Also, I go live here on TikTok every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. See, can't even write. Did you know you can't even write and talk at the same time? I go live every day at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And so if you ever miss a live, don't even trip. I post them on the tube of you. So go ahead and head on over there and subscribe to my YouTube channel while you're there. And watch the long-ass replays, because the replays are fucking long. And so, yeah, watch those. And then also, oh yeah, help me get my watch hours up. Okay, let's see here real quick. Hold all the comments because our questions, because we're going to get into the exercise. But let me answer a couple of these real quick. I love you too, Cece. Raina. Raina, you called him today and he didn't answer. Okay, so fucking what? My phone stays on silent. So unless I literally happen to be on my phone doing something, I miss a lot of calls. So fucking what? I don't, like, I missed my boyfriend's call yesterday. So what? He wasn't all in his thought process about it. I just called him back, right? So you don't, like, so what? So what? And then also, when's the last time you spoke to him? Go ahead. Let me know. Let me know. Ren, what is going on? Oh. Were you flashy? Sure. Sure. Just send me a text to remind me, okay? Jen SP went through my Discord account. Okay, so what, Red? What did he find in your Discord account? So I just realized I completely manifested the reason my marriage broke, literally word for word. Absolutely, Phoenix. Good. Absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%. Because you did. You completely manifested the reason your marriage broke. But that's the cool part, is you can actually fix it. Right? You can actually fix it. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point on my lives, is to get you guys to realize that you caused it. Because if I can get you to realize that you caused it, then I can also get you to realize that you can undo it. Right? Because it doesn't go one fucking direction. Right? It isn't like, oh, you can cause or break it. But the makeup, nah, I don't think so. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's ass backwards. So you can very much create the makeup at the same time, okay? I have an appointment with you on Wednesday. Okay. Okay, he read your messages, okay. There's a coach that did a live saying thoughts don't create and he's against manifesting. Well, BJM, first of all, we'll start with the obvious. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He sounds really stupid, to be quite frank. Okay? Let me just take a screenshot picture of that one too. I'll make a video about that shit. Okay, because that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense because you have thoughts, right? And you know that there's several things you've thought about that manifested, okay? And he doesn't know what he's talking about because you're always manifesting. Your entire life is based as one big giant manifestation. One big giant manifestations. So by him saying thoughts don't create just sounds fucking stupid. Like, let's just think from a logical perspective. Oh, this is what I hate about stupid idiots on the internet that try and use their platform to get people all fucked up in here because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they just want to take an opposing side and make a name for themselves by just talking bullshit. Okay? So, your thoughts don't create. Okay. So let's think about this. So, if you were to think about being hungry, okay, and the more you think about being hungry, have you ever noticed that you become more hungry? Your stomach starts to growl. You maybe start to feel nauseous because you thought about being hungry. When you think about being thirsty, if you don't go get something to drink, and you think about being thirsty, doesn't your mouth start to get dry? Also, logically speaking, there's nothing that you don't do in this entire day that doesn't require you to have a thought first. Okay, so if your thoughts don't create, then why do you, if your thought, that's how fucking stupid that sounds. If my thoughts don't create, then why am I getting water right now? Because I'm thirsty. So I have to get water, right? Oh, my thoughts don't create, but I'm going to, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get up and make something to eat. My thoughts don't create, but I need to brush my teeth, so I get up and brush my teeth. Do you understand how stupid that sounds? Your entire existence has to function off of a thought first. There's no way around it. You cannot do anything in this world without thinking about it first. So that's fucking stupid. That's stupid. You literally don't do anything without thinking about it first. Okay? I literally was like, oh, I need to write that down, and went and got a piece of paper and a pen. Right? Like, that's what you have to do, because if you don't do it, the thought goes away. Okay? Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. So you get up and go to the goddamn bathroom, right? It's things like that. And the more you think about it and don't do it, the more it amplifies. Okay? So if you think I have to go to the bathroom, but you're busy doing something, you're like, I'll go in a second. I got to go to the bathroom. And have you ever noticed that you have to go to the bathroom even more and more and more? Because you're thinking about it, right? What you focus on expands. Period. Like, everything you focus on expands. And you don't do shit in this reality without a thought first. So the fact that he has the nerve to say your thoughts don't create tells me his intellect level, it isn't very high. So there's that. That's what I thought, Raina. Okay. That's what I thought. Why are you calling him? Why are you texting him? You haven't talked to him in months. So you thought he was just going to what? Answer the phone? And don't fucking tell me, because I'm pretty sure you're the one that told me that you do this to stay top of mind. Well, what kind of top of mind do you want to be? I'd rather, see, if I want to be top of mind, I'd want to be a good top of mind. Not this bitch is a fucking stalker. I wouldn't want to be that top of mind at all. You are chasing. You're forcing the fucking 3D. Stop doing that. Stop that now. Because I promise you, if you don't stop that, you're never going to get your manifestation, because all you're doing is forcing the 3D, forcing the 3D, forcing the 3D. You wouldn't have to call him or text him if you would right now expect and start assuming that he's going to text you and call you. Then you wouldn't have to do that. So stop doing that. Stop fucking chasing him. You're really pissing me off with this shit, bitch. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop it right now. You need to stop. Because you would have already talked to him. You would have talked to him a long time ago. If you would get a grip and stop forcing the 3D, you would have talked to him a long time ago. So, starting today, you're not going to call this motherfucker anymore. You're not going to text him. You're not going to do any of that shit anymore. Do you understand? All your work has to be done here, not here. Stop doing that. Hi, I affirmed, spent 2 amazing hours. Hi, I affirmed, spent 2 amazing hours with him, and 2 hours later, he said he had no room in his life for me. Okay, John. Okay, yeah, we're just going to call you John. If you want to send me a DM to describe the situation, but first of all, what you're gonna do right now is, who gives a fuck what he said? Who cares what he said? Who cares what he said? Okay? What is your description of him? How do you describe him if you're being completely honest with yourself? Okay? Also, you had 2 amazing hours with him, and 2 hours later he said he had no room in his life for me. Who gives a shit what he said? And what was your thought process? after your amazing time with him? Somewhere you questioned something and he simply confirmed. My YouTube smiley face is in my bio. It's my name. Then I saw that you used to talk bad about gutter trash. Ren, we're gonna need to have a little chatty chat. Okay, we're gonna have to have a little chat. Because you literally were on here like yesterday or the day fucking before saying that you wanted him to get back on Discord. Well, you got your manifestation, bitch. He got back on Discord and went through your Discord. And now he found all that shit. Who cares? Who cares? You need to start describing him differently. You need to stop listening to what all of you should have deaf ears. Oh, well, look at that, Ren. It doesn't surprise me that you're in victim mentality jail. We're going to have a little chat there. Don't worry. The warden will make an appearance today. Okay? Now, it's funny when you're manifesting, right? And when you're consciously manifesting now. What do you mean, ew, Ren? What are you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? He called me ew. Ren, I need you to act like an adult. Act like an adult, okay? But you need to, you're in control of the fucking conversation. You're in control of the conversation. So right now, describe this man as he's completely perfect. Nothing, he never gets mad at you. He literally never gets mad at me. There's nothing I can do that makes him mad, ever, ever. He's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship, period. Tell yourself that. Don't fucking answer that phone and plead your goddamn case. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to grovel like a sad little puppy fucking dog. You're not going to do that. There's no reason to plead your case. For what? For what? Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep it natural. Keep it neutral. He'll get over it. But you need to persist in perfect fucking boyfriend. Do you understand? Really, even... Veronica, I'll answer you as soon as we get done with this because I got to go to the ladies' room. Okay? Cool, Danielle. Good. Good. I can't wait either, bitch. We're good. Now, yeah, no more question. Raina. Raina, I swear to God. Hey, Abdul. I'm gonna fucking rip your ass as soon as we're done with this, okay? Because you are ridiculous. I literally just fucking told you what to do. Yes, we're doing cord cutting now. Calm it down. Simmer down, guys. Thank you, Danielle. I will get drunk. No, I don't recommend that shit, bitch. Okay, how do I submit feedback? I'll have to do that shit later. All right. Let's get to cord cutting. All right? All right. So, I want you guys to get a nice, comfortable place. Okay, let's get a nice, comfortable place. Okay? I'm sure you did, Ren. We're going to get a nice comfortable place, and we're going to cut the energy cord. Okay, in case you're new here, the cord cutting is to cut the energy between you and your SP, right? No, you are not cutting them out of your life. It's a bit dramatic, okay? No, you're not doing any of that shit. All you're doing is cutting the energy cord, but cutting the energy connect, the old stale ass energy between you and SP, okay? We're cutting that stale energy with you and SP so that it's nice and fresh energy now, okay? There's no old hostility, animosity, none of that shit, okay? I did this with an ex. This is well before I was consciously manifesting. With an ex 8 years. I hadn't talked to him in 8 years, okay? And I had no desire to get back together with him either. And so, but I did this technique, and in less than 72 hours, this man called me. And he was like, hey, I was just thinking about you. How you doing? We talked for a minute, and I was like, ugh, you know? But it works very fast, okay? Because what's going to happen is they're going to think about you, okay? They're going to think, sorry, I'm getting distracted. They're going to think about you very quickly, okay? The thought of you is going to pop in their mind. However, the thought of you that pops in their mind is going to be different. It's an energy clearing technique. Okay, the thought now when they think of you, the energy is very different. All of a sudden, instead of them thinking about old you, now all of a sudden they're thinking something's different, right? Now all of a sudden they're thinking about you in a different light, differently than they were in the past, because your energy was connected to you and your SP the whole time throughout your relationship. So I suggest you do this technique even when you're back with your SP. Do it every single week, because you want to make sure that the energy between you and SP stays perfect, right? And there's no staleness, especially after an argument. You should sit back and cut that cord after the argument, so the next day that man wakes up refreshed, okay? And there's nothing wrong, okay? So we want fresh energy all the freaking time, all right? Okay, so now we're in a nice, comfortable place. Now I want you to close your eyes, and we're going to take 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. Now I want you to imagine that you're in a theater. And in that theater, it's a dark theater. You're the only one there. And in front of you, there's a stage. And on that stage, there's a beam of light, like a studio light, that goes from the ceiling to the center of the stage. Now I want you to stare at that light. And as you stare into the light, you start to realize, you just get this feeling that you're not alone. And as you stare into that light, you realize that there's a shadowy figure off into the background, out of the light. And as you now shift your focus to the shadowy figure, you realize, you just have this feeling, you realize that it's your SP. Now I want you to call your SP, say their name, call them into the light. Now as they step into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical body. And you see a gold cord that is going from your third eye into their third eye. I want you to ask your SP these 2 questions, and I want you to hear them answer you. If you can hear their voice, great. If you can't hear the tone of their voice, don't worry about it. Okay, I want you to ask them, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to reach up with your hand as if it's a pair of scissors, and I want you to cut the energy cord from your third eye. And as that cord, oh, don't do that yet. Sorry, back up. Doesn't matter. But I want you to look at your SP, and I want you to say these phrases. Only you're going to say them. You don't need to hear a response. I want you to tell your SP, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now you're going to reach up with your other hand. You're going to pull the roots of that cord out of your third eye and just toss them aside. Now, as the cord continues to fall to the floor, I want you to notice that your SP starts to float away like a balloon. And as he floats away, he's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until they've completely disappeared. Now take a deep breath in and back out and open up your eyes. I'm human, bitches. Okay? And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the cord fell to the floor and you said, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. It doesn't matter. Okay? All right, so I know that felt good. Now we're gonna do the photo method, okay? Because this girl gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, so if you're new here, take your photos of your SP out, okay? Thanks Organically Zen Skincare. That's all right. That's all right, friend. Okay. That's right. He's calling you today, okay? Ren, do it in your mind. Do it in your mind, okay? Thanks, girlfriend. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You have your SP's picture. Yes, that's fine, Doodles. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Like a balloon, bitch. Okay, so now you have your SP's photos out, okay? So we're going to go down memory lane for a minute because I need you guys to start expecting something different from them, okay? You need to start expecting your SP. Raina, listen up, bitch. You need to start expecting your SP to text you, to contact you, to want to be with you, right? You need to expect all of this behavior from your SPs. But I need to get you guys in a position where you can at least you have to start expecting something different from them. So what I would start expecting right now is contact, right? That's what you want, okay? So we need to start expecting different behavior from your SP. And we're gonna do that now because you have clear energy with your SP, brand new cleansed energy, okay? It cuts out the negative energy with your SP. Okay, it clears that out. Now, I'm going to walk you through. I just put up the page. I haven't connected everything yet, so I'm not promoting until probably tomorrow or Wednesday. And I haven't picked a date. Well, we'll start with the obvious. But I think I'm going to do it on the weekend because I think it would be best for you guys, if you guys have a job, for me to do it on the weekend with you guys, is we're going to do the negative emotions. Okay, the negative emotions, we're going to eliminate those. Okay, so that will eliminate all of your past negative emotions all the way in the past. Okay, especially with your SP. So there will be no more anger, hurt, sadness, fear, or guilt at all. Okay, so that will really help lower all that resistance with you because you'll wake up. Plus, it's going to help your body at the same time. Okay, all right. So you got your SP's pictures out. Now, let's go ahead and go down memory lane. Okay, I want you to go back in your relationship to a time when everything in your relationship was perfect. Okay, he checked all the boxes. He was your everything. He was the love of your life. Go back to that time right now, and just for 30 seconds, I want you to realize, for 30 seconds, I want you to notice and remember how he made you feel. Who was he as a person for you? As a guy for you, as your perfect person? Who was that? What are things he did for you? How did he treat you? What are some of his best qualities that you loved so much about him? Remember that version of your SP right now. Now I want you to hold that version of your SP. Forget who they were 30 seconds ago. That version of your SP no longer exists. The only version of your SP from now and moving forward is your perfect boyfriend. Okay, go in whole story mode with yourself later about what that is for you. That is the version of your SP now. That's who they are for you now. The one who wants to call you and talk to you all the time. The one that wants to spend every moment he gets with you. The man who wants to be with you. All of that. That version of your SP exists, and it's here right now. They're waiting for you to allow them to contact you right now. They're waiting for you to allow them to do that. So right now, I want you to start expecting that behavior from them. Start knowing that behavior from them. Because when in the perfect boyfriend, in the perfect person that you brought back to your current reality now, from when you first met, you didn't question if he would call you or talk to you all day long. You never questioned if he would come and see you. None of that. So we're not going to question it now. Okay? Because that same version is now who they are right now in your reality today. Okay? Now, if you are new here, you're going to put on your crown. If you are not new here, yeah, Erica Boo, you did. If you are not new here, you should already have your crown on. We don't take our crowns off around here, ever in life. Our crowns stay on forever, okay? We get what we want and we get it when we want it. This is your reality. You're the queen and the king of your reality. When queens and kings give commands, do they question if it will be done? No. Do they check to see if it was done? No. Do they doubt that they will be done? No. When queens and kings give a command, they know and expect for it to be done. Well, that is now who you are. You are now that person. So, since you have a crown on, we're going to pull out your SP's pictures and you are going to give your commands. Now, if you are in no contact with your SP, or you are in contact but it is not consistent contact, then you are going to command that they contact you right now. Now, it's not, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. They're either going to call you, text you, doesn't matter. Okay. However they would naturally do that is how they're going to do it. So you can literally tell them they're going to text you. If they're not a texter, they're a caller, then they're going to call you. Okay. So you can say you're contacting me, text me, call me. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay. So you're going to look at their photo with a little bit of backbone. If you are alone, say it out loud. If you are not alone, say it in your mind. Don't look like a weirdo. Okay. And say, you're contacting me right now, or you're texting me right now. You're texting me right now. You're texting me right now. Notice a little bit of authority. Okay. Now, if you're in consistent contact with your SP, then we're going to move to the next step. Okay. So you can either tell them they're contacting you right now and just prove your power so you can get them to do other things that you want them to do. Or you can move to the next step and say, you're coming to see me today. 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 Okay. So there's that one. Now, if you're in a relationship with your SP, situation, whatever the fuck you want to call them, okay? If you're in that, then you can give your command for whatever you want, okay? You can tell them, if let's say you want commitment, you can literally tell them that they're committing to you, you know. And I'll tell you other ways to use it after this, okay? But you have fun with it. If you're in a relationship with them, tell them to do something for you today. You're cooking dinner today. You're cooking dinner tonight. You're bringing me dinner tonight. You're rubbing my feet tonight. You're going to give me a massage tonight. Ooh, this is a good one. You're making love to me tonight. You know what I mean? Anything you want them to do, you can tell them to do it. Okay? That's what we're here to do. All right? So, look at their pictures right now. Well, I put you on a brief break and pause this live to go to the bathroom. And I want you to give your commands and expect them to contact you. And we're back. Here, babe. Okay. I know you felt amazing. Now he is calling you. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you, Raina? What do you mean? What do you mean? What should you do? Like, you need to relax. Okay? All you need to relax. That's the best thing you can do. Is I tell you guys all the time is stop trying so hard. Stop trying. Because you guys will suffocate your manifestation because you're trying so hard and then you're getting impatient and you're checking the 3D, checking the 3D, checking 3D for fucking what? For what? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, Raina, you need to relax. Okay, you need to relax and just know that your perfect boyfriend is here. Okay, is here right now. Is here. Okay, so what's there to worry about? What's there? Here you go, time and relax in bed. You just need to know, start expecting something different from him. Okay, you cannot be expecting the same bullshit. That's right, Flashy. What would happen if we do the picture method to our own photos with your view? Why not? Why not tell yourself that, Doodles? Why not? Like, you guys can use a picture method for anything, okay? You can use a picture method for anything. Okay, you can use the picture method on gutter trash. Don't act like you don't know her profile. Don't lie to yourself, bitch. Okay, you can use it on gutter trash if you want, and tell gutter trash, you've gone away. You've gone away. You've gone away. You don't even like him anymore. You've gone away. You could say whatever you want to the gutter trash. You know, you've moved away. You've moved away. You've moved away. You've moved away. Okay? Wherever they're going, not in your reality. Okay? So you can always look at gutter trash and tell them exactly what their shit is. Okay? Because think about it this way. You don't really have a lot of resistance to homegirl. Okay? To gutter trash. So instead, tell them what's it. Okay? We can also use the photo method on your SP to say what you want to say. So you can look at your SP's photo and you can say your affirmations to your SP. Okay. You can go on a whole rampage to your SP and tell his ass what his shit is going to be. Okay. How he feels about you. You can tell him that. You know I'm the perfect girlfriend for you, and you know it. You know I'm the perfect girlfriend for you. You know we're perfect together. Okay? You can use it on that. Okay? You can literally use it for anything and everything and anybody in your reality. You can use it on. Okay? There's no limits to what you can do with the photo. Okay? But I would, if you guys have a problem with gutter trash, why don't you have both of them? You don't like him. You actually hate him. You hate him and you've gone away. You hate him, you've gone away. You hate him, you hate him. Hey, Elevated Wellness. You hate him, you've gone away. There is no shame in the game, okay? Leverage the law. You're limitless. You can do whatever you want to do, okay? There's no such things as facts in this world other than what you assume to be true. Okay, so you assume things to be true, therefore they're true to you, right? Like, well, let's just say, who decided that the sky was blue? Who decided that shit? Who decided what blue is? You know what I'm saying? Who decided what the color blue was? Why couldn't it be purple? Okay, but we've all accepted that. Therefore, the sky is blue to us, right? Therefore, the grass is green. Because apparently that's the color of green. We've assigned it, okay? Money is abundance. Veronica, you were asking how to manifest money. Even if you don't have a job, it doesn't matter, okay? Even if you have a job, it still doesn't matter, okay? Is you have to sit there but understand that when you manifest money, whatever has to happen for that to become true is what's going to happen. So it could appear to get worse. Doesn't matter. Keep going. You must persist. So no matter what amount of money is in your bank account, You can't view that anymore. Okay. Instead, it's like, I don't care. You open up your bank account and there's $20 staring back at you. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I'm fucking rich. I am so damn rich. Dang. Look at all that money in the bank. I'm for every $2, for every dollar I spend, I get $2 back. You know, money comes to me from everywhere, like everywhere. My bank account is constantly increasing. You know, money just comes to me out of thin air every single day, right? Because who doesn't want money every single day, right? You can say you have a certain amount of money in the bank. You know, always say you're rich. Duh. I'm rich as fuck. I am rich as fuck. Yeah, you could do that. My boyfriend would laugh because he always says, when I would go to the pool, no, I don't go to the pool, but he would laugh and say, he'd be like, oh yeah, did you pray to the sun gods or whatever he would tell me? And I'm like, you're damn right. You're damn right. Well, what do you want, right? Do you believe that listening to Ring My Bell manifests money? Doodles. Isn't that song that's like, ring my bell, ring my bell? That's all I know. If you want to believe that, you could totally believe that. It's anything and everything that you want, right? Anything and everything that you want. So, you know, like, let's say you guys love listening to music, right? And you love listening to love songs. Okay, perfect. So leverage that and be like, every time I listen to love songs, he falls more in love with me. Okay? Therefore he will. I'm gonna try that shit. Why not? I'm totally fine with creating that assumption that every time I listen to Ring My Bell, now I'm gonna go try that shit. I'm gonna go do that. That woman on TikTok has come up with messages. Okay, here's what you guys have to understand. Here's what you have to understand. Everybody's job, except for mine, of course, is to create assumptions in you. That's how they sell their shit, okay? Like, how on earth do they sell products without convincing you need it, okay? So it's like anti-aging products. Their job is to make you convinced that your face is sagging and you need the anti-aging cream, right? Everything is that way. So there's this person on TikTok that's coming up with songs that manifest different things. If that's what you want, if it helps and benefits you, then do it. Right? I personally don't believe in that, you know, but it's not a bad assumption to have, is what I'm saying. Okay? No, I don't believe in listening to subliminals. Well, how's that working out, Stacey? Or do I have any proof that works? So you said, man, I'm doing it. Why not? All right, put that down in there. Ring my bell. Let's take a screenshot so I can remember that. I'm gonna look into that, actually. I'm curious what the internet has to say about that. Not like I really give a shit, but somebody asked, how do you reconcile? There you go. Yes, I see how easy it is to manifest. I used to all the time. No, it's gonna be sunny today. It's totally cloudy outside. Nope, it's gonna be sunny today. Sure enough, here the sun comes ringing its head out. Yeah. Who says I can't do whatever I want? Okay. Yeah, I don't believe in listening to subliminals at all. Yes, it does, Mimi. That's a good one. That's a good one to have. Every time I think of him, he thinks of me 10 times more. I like that. Yeah, why not? That's a good one. But that's where, you know, you have to understand. I don't like subliminals because I think there's no science-backed shit. Well, I don't believe in any of that anyway. I don't believe in subliminals because my background is in the subconscious mind. Okay. And so if we know the subconscious mind is always listening. Okay. So if you're listening to fucking subliminals, all it's listening to is music. You can't even hear the subliminal. You can't even hear the words that are being said. So there's nothing, logically speaking, they want to create the assumption in you that your subconscious mind can. Like, okay. Or what I find more effective is sleep meditations or hypnosis audios, right? Because hypnosis audios, you can listen to at any time of the day. It doesn't even matter. But what it does is it relaxes it puts your subconscious mind, or your conscious mind, in a hyper relaxed state. So you can hear the words, but you're just too relaxed to even like care or to even understand what's being said, because it goes directly into your subconscious mind, but you can actually hear what's being said. So therefore, so can your subconscious mind. Okay. Like there's no way that anyone in this world is going to convince me that you're somehow tricking your subconscious mind into consciously you're listening to the music, but your subconscious mind is listening to the fucking words. That sounds stupid. That sounds completely dumb. So I don't believe in it. No, I do not believe in it. Yeah, everything is to make and consume things, okay? Right? So of course, crystal makers are the same way. Crystal sellers are the same way to tell you that, oh, this money tree is going to bring you abundance. That's cool. I mean, if you want to see that's where they don't tell you things, okay? So it's okay to have that assumption, but I have lots of crystals. And obviously, at one point in time, I bought the crystals because they were supposed to do things, right? They were supposed to clear out negative, the black crystals, keep negative energy out. Then you've got the green crystals, and the orange ones are abundance, right? I don't fucking know. All the other ones, right? I bought into all that stuff. That's why I have crystals. But I didn't get shit. I didn't get shit. So, because what they're not telling you is you could assume that the crystal is going to bring you money, but if you're walking around all fucking day long thinking outside of that, thinking about how broke you are, well, the crystal ain't doing anything. And that's kind of how you have to look at it too, is if crystals worked, then you wouldn't have to do anything else, right? It would just be the crystal. No, it's because then everyone who bought the green crystal would be rich, right? But that's not the case. That's not the case. So that's kind of how we have to look at it. It's like, logically speaking, if all we had to do, no, but that's because that's not the case. I don't even care if you have the assumption that the crystal will bring you a lot of money. You'd have to tell yourself that repeatedly, like everything else, for that to become an assumption. But just because you're like, well, that's what everybody else says, so sure, why not? Let's go give it a whirl. No. Because everything is based on an assumption, but you have to create the assumption. Okay? You can't just tell yourself something one time and be like, job done. Assumption is created. However, to play devil's advocate, there are a lot of things where I told you guys that you guys should go around every day and just throw something out there. Just throw something out there and keep it pushing. Don't give it a second thought. Don't give it a second thought. And watch how quickly it curates, because you didn't suffocate it. You didn't give it a second thought at all, right? You didn't care one way or another. You just threw something out there. So what do you think? How do you think you should leverage that shit? Well, then you all should leverage it by saying, okay, so this is how it works. Then that means that I'm going to leverage that and say, okay, so if I can think about something negatively one time and have it manifest, it doesn't just go one direction, right? It goes both directions. It's called the law of opposites, okay? It goes where there's hot, there's cold, where there's up, there's down, where there's good, there's bad. Positive and negative, right? So when we know that, thanks, I'm kitty girl. When we know this to be true, That's where things change. That's where things change, because it's like, okay, if I can think about something one time and have it be a negative thought and have that shit just push out, like it's going out of fucking style. Okay, cool. Well then, what would happen if I just had a positive thought? Or I said something that was a good thing and then didn't give it another thought, just kept it moving. Then wouldn't that imply that that would also push out, right? Because you don't just manifest the negative shit because you said it once, but you can't do that with the positive things. That doesn't make any damn sense. So that's how I would look at it. Because then you leverage and you're like, okay, well, then if that's the case, then I'm just going to throw something out there. Like every day, I'm just going to wake up and be like, yeah, he's calling me today. Then I'm just going to move on. Not going to have a second thought. He's going to like my stories today. Just move on. Don't go checking. Don't go checking. Don't go doing none of that. But because you wouldn't have to. If you would just say it one time and just keep it pushing, go about your day, watch how quickly it would happen. Watch how quickly it would push out. Okay? I have an itch on my nose. Okay, how about initial contact or reconnecting with someone where you don't have their number anymore? Azora, doesn't matter if you don't have their number anymore, they still have yours, right? Most likely. And in either way, they'll find a way to contact you, okay? You don't have to initiate shit. You should not initiate contact at all unless, if I told you to contact your SP right now, how does that make you feel? Nervous? Are you not sure if they would respond? Are you not sure how they would respond? If that is true, then do not initiate contact. Now, if I told you, contact your SP. If I say, contact your SP right now, do you know if they would respond? If you're like, oh yeah, I do know they would respond, of course, then contact them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I would recommend initiating contact. I would not recommend it if your answer was the first one, because you're not going to get a response, and then all that's going to do is trigger your ass. Okay? It's going to trigger every time. There you go, Maricel. Thanks, Azora. Here you go. Yes, I'm going to get to you today, Pribadata. I do past life regression hypnosis. Now that's trippy. It is. It is if you go past life regression. James. Except James. James makes very powerful candles. So if you're into candle spells, James is your guy. He's your guy. And he sells his candles for one low, low price of $50. There you go, James. There's your plug. I do. I keep my crystals because they're pretty too. But I'm like, I don't know. It's just a thing of mine. I'm cheap when it comes to certain shit where I'm just like, I don't want to spend because the big ones, like the floor ones that are like massive crystals, that shit's expensive. And so I'm just like, I can go to Hobby Lobby and go get some floor decor that's dope. That's going to cost far less than that shit. Unless somebody wants to buy me one, of course, because my mom, she bought me one. James. James sells very powerful mystical candles. He said grand opening and grand closing all at the same time. A happier mood alone will change everything. There's nothing wrong with being happy. You shouldn't go around and be happy as often as possible, because who doesn't want to be happy? You know? But do not create the assumption, though, that you need to be happy to manifest. That's law of attraction. Right? Law of attraction says you need to be in high vibration. Who the fuck is walking around in a high vibration 24/7? I'm not. No one is. Who the hell is a high vibration and happy about not being with their boyfriend? I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is happy and excited and high vibration about being broke? I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, so it's now it's a lot easier to be happy and high vibration when your bank account is increasing, right? When your SP has started to conform, right? It's a lot easier to be in that mood, in that mentality, you know? But yeah, that is, again, unrealistic advice. Yeah, CC, I win everything. I'm a winner. I'm a lottery jackpot winner. I win the lottery all the time. I only choose winning numbers. And then shoot me 10%, bitch. Yeah, I mean, organically Zen Skincare. Your lights are on right now. The whole street. In fact, you're the only street in your entire city that has the lights on. Azora, I don't talk about my specific SP story on here anymore. I don't, but if you go over to my YouTube channel and if you scroll past the lives, you'll see, I keep saying this. I'm pretty sure it's called How I Manifested My SP Back, okay? It's a 35-minute video. It's the only video that's that long outside of my lives, okay? All my other videos are usually like 14 minutes, okay? So, or to 19, sometimes I can't shut up. So it's the only one that's 35 minutes, okay? But if you watch that, I give you my entire story, okay? There. All the juicy details are there. Because that's old story, right? And so because of that, I used to talk about it on here, but I don't anymore. That's why I made a whole video about it. You know, and I'll probably actually make a whole nother video about that too. So it can be more, you know, there we go. I'll make a whole new video about it too. Because I might have left some things out. I don't know. But I had all the circumstances. I had all the reason to be triggered every fucking day of my life. I had all that shit. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You know, you can't worry about the how about anything. Because you'll most likely never guess the how. Okay? How things come about in your reality. When you're, so you don't need to focus on that. When you're focused on the how, it's usually doesn't turn out that way. It doesn't turn out that way because you're, so therefore I tell you, like, if you're going to focus on something, focus on what you want. Don't worry about the how. Because the how is just wasting your damn time. Because I promise, if you drop the how and just focus on what you want, because you're never going to guess the how anyway, and then you'll be amazed because you'll be like, damn, I was spending all this time working on the how and never saw that one coming. Hey, J. Rose. That's right. I get what I want and I get it when I want it. That has to be your attitude. You all should have that. You all need to have that spoiled ass mentality. And Ren, I'm not even acknowledging you on how to get affirmations for SP to forgive me. Stop it. Stop it. Assume now, perfect boyfriend. Best relationship. Problem solved. He's forgiven you. He's forgiven you. He's the most forgiving man in the planet. You can never do anything wrong. Ever do anything wrong. Some of you guys are growing very well because look, I don't even have to say shit. So, you can control the how. You can control the how if you want to. Yeah. I mean, but for what? It's much more fun when it comes unexpected. Because a lot of times, thanks, Amelia. I was on one earlier, but I've simmered down. And I don't think I'm going to yell at you anymore today. I did it earlier, but I don't think I'm going to do it today. Until I get into the WhatsApp community and do my daily reminder there. Do my daily reminder there. Oh, I will, bitch. I will. Is it fine to miss him and affirm at the same time? Yes, Starlight, it is. It is. It's natural. That's weird, Ren. You and SP seem to have a very weird relationship. Because why would he give permission to send screenshots? Okay, we're going to talk later. Okay, Starlight, yes. It's unrealistic. I don't teach unrealistic advice here, okay? So it's very unrealistic for you for people to tell you you shouldn't miss somebody that you love. The fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, I'm gonna miss my ex. I'm gonna miss my SP. Why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's very natural to miss your SP. Just like it's very natural to be sad when you think about your SP too. But you can feel sadness. You can even cry. But that's when you affirm. Okay, you can't not let your thoughts match the emotion. You affirm through them. So it's different. Okay, so it's different. Okay, that's what you need to understand. And so, but if your thoughts align with the emotion, that is a problem. Okay, that's a problem. The emotions aren't what's manifesting, only the thoughts behind the emotions are what's manifesting. So that's where if you cry, affirm through the tears. Okay, affirm through the tears. Okay, but don't tell yourself that you miss him. Okay, because if you want to think about all the beautiful times you had, there's nothing wrong with thinking about all the beautiful times you have together, right? But don't tell yourself that you miss him, because if you tell yourself that you miss him, then that is implying that he is not here. Okay, because unless you've convinced yourself he's on vacation or out of town, then that's part of the problem. So we can't do that. Okay, we cannot do that. Okay. Then Lisa, affirm. Okay, affirm instead. Okay, I affirmed every chance I got. If I was not on a coaching call, I was affirming. Okay, if I was not at the computer working, I was affirming. Okay, I was affirming as often as humanly possible because I didn't want to give bad thoughts an option to get in. I didn't want to give anything an option to get in. So instead, I affirmed because I knew myself, right? I knew myself just like you know yourself. And it will, one, keep your mind disciplined and on track so that the bad thoughts aren't trickling in, okay? And then if you have to, say it out loud. Okay, say it out loud because or just have a conversation out loud because then the bad thoughts won't trickle in, okay? What if I reach out and he doesn't answer? I tell myself, he always calls me back. Yeah, Yesenia, you can say that. You can say that. But yeah, be like, oh, he's busy right now, but he's going to call me back any minute. He's going to call me back any minute. You know, anything like that, or he's always calling me back. You can do that, but do not be the one, but do not, like, let's say you call him, he doesn't answer, and he doesn't call you back, okay? You cannot, the next day, call him again, and then he doesn't answer, and in 4 hours, call him again, and then he doesn't answer, and in 4 more hours, call him again. That I wouldn't recommend you doing, okay? Because that is now forcing the 3D. Calling somebody one time is not forcing the 3D, but calling them repeatedly, even though they haven't answered, yeah, that's not good. Priya, no, that's not bad. It's not bad to fantasize about your SP and the dream relationship. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. I don't know your name. You said you manifested your ex for 2 months. First of all, stop calling him your ex, okay? Don't call him your ex, because that implies you're not together, okay? So you manifested your boyfriend for 2 months now, and all you see is some eye contact or that he is looking at me. Okay, well, it depends. I'd have to see what your affirmations are and how you're seeing your SP. That's the main key point in disciplining your mind. Okay, so if you're not seeing movement, it's most likely that you're not affirming for movement. Okay, so if you're not affirming for movement, well, that becomes a problem. Okay. See, of course, Joe, of course he wants to see you twice a day. Don't you love being a priority in his life? Yeah, Pa. I walk you through it, okay? We jump on a quick call. And so I do have an explainer video as well, but we jump on a quick call so I can help you create your SP how you want it. How you want it to be, okay, and how you want him to be and whom to show up for. And then we curate a couple affirmations together so that you have them, so that you're disciplining your mind, right? Because we have to get good at disciplining your mind, because you'll start to see movement rather quickly. And so the point is, we need to keep that going the right direction, right? So if he contacts you right now, we don't want you to screw it up and then you're blocked again, you know? And because that's not the fucking vibe at all. And I'm not going to play that same dog and pony show with you over and over and over again. So we're not going to do that. So I teach you how to keep them. Okay? After almost 4 months, he started to view my stories again and posting songs like my favorite band. Good, Azel. To me, that sounds like a great sign. That sounds like a great sign. Okay, all of those are signs to keep going and to keep persisting. Okay, and view everything as a sign and what you want it to fucking mean. Okay? Odin, good affirmations to get your wife back. I would have to know, if you want to send me a DM real quick, I'd have to know what your current situation is with your SP. Are you in contact or no contact? Okay. No, Doodles. Well, I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Okay? That's to discipline your mind. But yeah, no, that's fine for affirmations. However, no, movement is using words like constantly, always, right? Every day. Okay, that's movement. Okay, he's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me. Like, he texts me good morning every single day. That's movement. Okay. He'll do anything to be with me right now, okay? But typically having some affirmation that implies constantly, always, or every day, or daily, is movement, okay? And that you'll see movement over and over and over again. Good. Ladidi. See that? After 4 months of no contact, he said to a mutual friend that he wants to see me. Good. Now, what you're not going to do is force a 3D, okay? Persistent perfect boyfriend. And do not force a 3D. So he wants to see you again. Great. It's a brand new relationship. Okay? Don't bring anything up from the past for what? You don't need to do that, okay? You're in control. Okay? Listen. Bridget, take a look at the other guys giving you attention, okay? Take a look at how you would describe them. Take a look at how you would describe them, how you see them, what is it that you know about them, okay? Because all three of those are going to matter when it comes to why other guys are giving you attention, okay? Obviously, what that tells me is that there's not a problem with your self-concept, okay? Which is great. And so there's not a problem with your self-concept, but you want to be getting the same attention from him. So I want you to compare descriptions. Is the guys who are giving you attention, what is it that you feel about them? How do you see them? And what do you know to be about them? And then the guy that's not conforming, what's your description of him? Okay, what's your description of him? Okay, because you'll notice that there's a difference. You'll notice there's a difference. Okay, but you guys need to persist. Okay, everything persist. Persist, persist, persist. I don't give a shit what you fucking see. I don't care what you hear. I don't care about none of that shit. Persist. Persist in your affirmations. Persist in perfect boyfriend. Persist in all that shit. Persist, 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 persist. And all of that will come to fruition. Okay, all of that will come to fruition. Because if you keep persisting in your new story, then Flashy, I have a call. I have a call at 1. Well, I have a call in 1 minute, but it's only for 30 minutes. So I'll call you right after that, okay? So that's where you guys need to persist, okay? I don't give a shit about anything. I don't care about old stories. You guys have to drop it. You have to drop it. Okay, you must only see them as the version that you want them to be for you and only you, and hone your power in. Yes, everything happens in your mind. You don't have to do anything from him. You don't have to do anything for him. Okay, you literally just need to assign. You got to get really good at assigning positive meaning to every fucking thing. Everything they do, positive meaning only. Positive, 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 positive. Positive meaning only. I don't give a shit if they went like this to you. He is so in love with me. Jesus Christ, look at him. Every day he tries to get my attention. Every day he gets my attention. That's what you must do. I called him on Friday. He didn't call me back. That's all right. He's calling you. He's going to call me back any minute right now. He's totally going to call me back any minute right now. With texting, same damn thing. Same thing, guys. Okay? Same thing. Yeah, Brahma, you do. You do. You should not need validation from them for a goddamn thing, because they will do that. They'll give you all the validation and confirmation you need. You won't need to ask. You won't need to look. You won't need to do any of that, because they will automatically do it. Period. Do you understand? Do you understand? I want you to persist right now, starting right now. I didn't say suffocate your fucking manifestation. That's not what I said. But I said, I want you to persist. Oh, I know. You guys have to understand the power of a picture. The power of a picture. Yeah, you're all fucking hot. And so if you're in no contact, but you know that they're looking at your stories, if they know that you know that they're looking at your stuff on social media, give them a show. I'm not saying be all pornographic for the OnlyFans page. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is give them a show, give them something to look at, remind their ass what they're fucking missing every fucking day. They'll reach out to you real quick. Because understand, they don't want somebody snatching your ass up either. You have to understand that shit too, right? Suffocating the manifestation is trying too hard. Is like literally trying and trying and trying, checking, trying. You know, that's suffocating it. Is like, I need to have 55,000 things to do every day to suffocate. Every day. Let me check my schedule, Sharon, okay? But either way, I'll message you back, then I'll get you on the calendar probably. Maybe today I'll take a look. Let me take a look, because I got a jet. I got a coaching call. Actually, I have a manifest for me call. So, what did you say? You said that we want to try right away. Huh? Oh. Yeah, Flashy. Actually, he's now reminding me who my coaching call is with. So, I don't give a shit. It's not one of you guys. Don't trip. Don't trip. It's not one of you guys. It's let me clear this fucking call. It's not one of you guys at all. What it is it's an old business client of mine from the partnership. I'm no longer in. So there's that part. So what the fuck I look like helping people if they're not my people? You know what I mean? So he just reminded me because he was trying to call me right now. I was like, oh. I was like, the fucking call's with you? Right? I mean, that was the call. Yeah. He just told me that now. He's like, we had a call scheduled. No, you scheduled your own call. Asswipe. I also want to tell you some things, and I also want you to manifest for me. No problem, Sharon. No problem. The manifest for me, I have another call with somebody today. If the links for some reason in my bio are not working, they should be working. But if they're not working, then send me a DM. Okay, or if you're in the WhatsApp community, message Kamal Mystical Willow. And oh yeah, thanks, James. Thanks. Send that to me. I'll bump that shit up. And because I will take care of that for you. Okay. But it should be, it was on the email, but there's nothing like I had a call schedule, but I didn't find the link. Thanks, James. Got it. Danielle, you had a call scheduled with me? It should be a Google Meet link. It should be a Google Meet link. Okay, but send me a texty and I'll schedule you, because if you didn't get the link, that's odd. And that means you're not most likely on my calendar. But thanks, MKD girl. But let me know, okay? So I can talk to you. Anybody who is interested in having me manifest for them, I will. I thought I could get rid of the calls, but I can't. I need to talk to you guys, okay? So that I can get you guys on the right path so that you can play your part, okay? It's not gonna be an hour-long fucking call, but the link does count. Okay. Oh, do it on text. Okay, DJ to Black, what are you talking about? I literally shove down your throats every day. Who gives a shit what they're telling you? Yes, Brahma, it is right now, as long as you quit procrastinating and get in that bitch. Okay? Send me a message, a DM, and I'll figure it out. Okay? Well, and Pa, if you are joining the WhatsApp, or if you have a coaching session with me, you did? That's weird. It would be by phone. Brahma, it's in the freaking bio, dog. Okay. Well, let me reach out to you, okay? And see. All right. That's weird. Okay. And Pa, if it's not letting you, if you do the manifest with me or for me or whatever, then I'll have your phone number, and then I can go ahead and just pop you in that bad boy. Okay? Ow, my freaking nail hurts, or my fingernail, my actual nail. I could just pop you in that bad boy myself, because I'll have your phone number, okay? Or you can just send me your phone number. If he's watching my social media, is it best to stop posting so he will miss me and what I'm doing? No, Angie, I don't think so at all. This is where petty me comes into play. And if I know he's watching my social medias, then I give him a show. Not like a let him be completely jealous of me show type thing, right? But like, let me remind you how hot I am, show. Let me remind you of how good looking I am. Because if you look at it this way, if he's watching your social medias, then he's definitely missing you. He's definitely thinking about you. Okay? Because nobody needs to do that when, you understand what I'm saying? No one needs to do that when they don't like you or they don't want to talk to you. You know, like I wouldn't need to do that for anybody. Oh, got it, Danielle. I wouldn't do that for anybody that I didn't want to talk to. Yeah, there you go, Shanae. There you go. Best creator, let me take a look and see if we can move you up. I'm pretty sure we can. Okay. Oh, I can email you. That's fine. Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah. I just told you I got your message. Duh. Okay. So no, CC, we don't need a call unless you want to chatty. But no, we don't need a call. No, Doodles, that's a mistake. What are you talking about? $20? It's not a lot of money. It's it's $97. It's not a lot of money. Okay. So, all right, I got a jet. Sharon, I will send you a message. Okay. But I got a jet, guys. I love you. Flashy, I'll give you a call right now. Okay. And then Sharon will get to talking so I can possibly move you up. Okay. Or talk to you today. Okay. All right, guys. I love you, besties, and you have a fantastic day. And please, for the love of Christ, discipline your mind. 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 I love y'all, besties. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.